So I'm at the crowning stage on this mandolin, and I thought it would be useful to somebody to show how I'm going to crown these tiny frets. First thing I'm going to do is just tape off around each fret, because I don't like taping fingerboards, so I'm just going to tape them as I go, each individual one. None of my crowning files are really sized for this size fret wire. I've got this one from All Parts. This is a Stu Mac one. It does have a narrow, but it's still kind of not really sized right for this, and this one is a medium and a wide, so that's not going to do it. So I've got a triangle file that I've taken to a grinder a long time ago, and I've rounded this one edge. I got a piece of tape on the top to let me know for sure my ground safe edge is at the bottom. What I'm going to have to do is come up beside this fret, let my safe edge ride the fingerboard, and I'm going to just chase down this line. This is a pretty aggressive file too, so it happens pretty quickly on this little tiny fret. And obviously I can't put a lot of pressure, or I'm going to put a big scar in the fingerboard, even through the tape. And I'll just go to each side and just chase that line down. Now you do have to be mindful that you can change the intonation point pretty easily doing this. You want to try to get this as centered as possible on the fret. Let me show you what we get. And this one is the last one that I just did. You can see how flat it was before after leveling. And this is after being crowned. Another few steps with sandpaper and this will smooth right over. Here's how far I've gotten up the neck so far. So yeah, you have to do a lot of things differently on these little tiny frets. Thought it would be helpful as well to get you a really close-up view of the ground safe edge on that triangle file. You can see where it had a very sharp corner before. And I've just basically taken that down so there's no teeth on that corner. And got a little bit of the handle when I was at it, I guess. Now we're crowned up to the very end, leaving just a small line at the top of each fret. There's the fingerboard, cleaned up with a little bit of acetone. And now polished up. I'm not going to rob you of this. I'll let you see me putting some oil on here. I think if I ever get tired of seeing this, I will just stop working on guitars. And that's this fret job done. I, for one, am very glad that we're at the end of this fret job. But I must say, it's looking pretty good for a 120-year-old mandolin. Need a nut, tuners, strings, pickguard, bridge, tailpiece, and this thing will be ready to return to the owner.